If you guys are new here to the channel, my name is Tatsuki. I'm a freelance photographer and videographer. Just to give you a quick idea of what I do, I make social media assets pretty much. And now companies, they reach out to me. I make either UGC content, ads for them, or I just shoot personal content creation for my own channels. And I've been traveling here in Japan for the last month and a bit, I think. And yeah, it's been really busy. I've had a lot of jobs and work to be done. And because I post regularly on YouTube here, on Instagram, and then on top of that, I have all of my other jobs, there is a consistency that needs to be created with the content creation. And this consistency can become a bit of an issue when it comes to, I guess, people who are new to the game and who don't have their own flow. So this week, I just wanted to chat about how I stay consistent, the tools that I use to stay consistent, and I guess the mindset behind all of this, because it's quite easy to burn out and get tired of it. But I've been doing this for quite a while and I'm still really loving it. And I think the methods that I have created for content creation myself have really proved to be worthwhile for me, and they work. It's a bit of a late start to the day, but it's lovely weather today, slightly warm, and the sakura trees, they're still blooming, and yeah, just trying to soak that up this morning before we get into doing some solid work. So my first task for the day is to actually create thumbnails for one of my YouTube videos, which at this point would already be posted. Now, this is a behind the scenes of what goes into making one of these YouTube videos, but at the moment I have 4 pictures that I'm deciding between for using my thumbnail, and I've got 4 iterations of essentially the same thumbnail. Now, a lot of people watch YouTube on their phone, so the smallest size that your thumbnail is probably going to be seen is a YouTube thumbnail on your phone. So you've got to keep that in mind when you're creating it, making sure that the elements are very visible if you have text. Otherwise, try not to clutter a lot is what I would definitely recommend, because if you're just scrolling and you're zooming past it, you want to grab attention through simplicity and your aesthetic.
When in Rome.
Hello. I just got this very exciting parcel in. It's a new lens for my camera. This is something that just came out 2 days ago. So I ordered it straight away and I'm very excited. Let me just show you. Okay, I'm going to talk about gear for a second. This is the Sony 16 f1.8 lens. This is brand new, and now this came out a couple of days ago. I picked it up. This is quite wide. Now, what I'm shooting on right now and what I like to shoot on is a 14mm. It's also a f1.8. Now, the difference between these two is why I purchased it. It's so small. Oh my god, this thing is so tiny. What? Now, this 16mm is almost as wide as the 14mm I'm using. The main differences here though, this is lighter, it's 30% lighter. It also has less of a spherical bulb shape, so I can use filters in front of it. This lens, I have to use filters behind it, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay for the quality. Let's switch out the lenses. It's looking pretty nice, not gonna lie. It's still pretty wide, and I think that's the main objective for having a vlog lens. Small, wide-angled, and fast aperture is pretty much all that I'm looking for when it comes to like a vlog lens like this. And yeah, this seems to do pretty well. So while we're talking about gear, I thought this would be a great time to talk about some of the things that I use on a daily basis tech-wise that allows me to improve my productivity and just increase the speed of my workflow when it comes to post-production. This is the set of gear that I use when it comes to video creation. Now, firstly, the brain, the powerhouse, everything functions from my MacBook. This is the M1 Pro. It's quite old at this point, and I'm actually looking to upgrade this to the new M4 chip. However, this has done me so well. Now, especially when I'm traveling, because I don't have my beautiful display on me, I'm working off this 14-inch screen. And now a lot of people have 16-inch screens, but I just prefer the size of the 14 because 16 means that I need to get a bigger bag essentially. So I kind of like this. I have a laptop stand from Moft. I've been using this for about a year at this point, and it's great because it's very slim profile. You don't really notice it, but when you need to elevate your laptop off the ground, off your table actually, it gives you a bit of like, because your neck isn't angled down all the time, it gives your neck a little bit of relief. And overall, after you're using your laptop for hours and hours, you're helping yourself from not straining your neck. And I've definitely had that before. And yeah, this is a great way to reduce that, I guess. Another product that saves me from having visual clutter is this after plug. Now, I don't know, that's what this brand is called. There's so many versions of this. It is essentially an adhesive sticker that has pockets on it, and I like to fit my hard drives into them. And then that just stays in there all the time because I work off this, and then that just plugs in and I can use it without worrying about my hard drive like flopping around on the table or something. Now, on that topic, I have these two hard drives from Samsung. These are SSDs, the T-Shield model and the T-Series, I guess. They're both great. This one's a little bit more expensive, I think because it's protected. I don't really know, but I kind of like the look of this one, so I got it. When I'm out and about, like in the city and stuff, I just use the trackpad for pretty much everything and it's great. But when I'm at home and I have a little bit more like real estate, I like to use my mouse. And this helps me so much from having wrist strain or anything. This is the Logitech MX Master 3. I've had this Logitech MX3 mouse for quite a while now. It has been one of the best investments in gear that I've probably ever had, just because working off a trackpad, it's fine, but it really does affect your well-being over a while because you're cramped up like this and your wrist is strained. Whereas when you have a mouse, you have a lot more freedom. Your wrist isn't going to be like, you know what I mean? One of the biggest essentials for me is definitely a pair of noise-cancelling headphones. Now, these headphones, they're from Bose. I really like the look of these on my head, but honestly, Sony's ones look great too. I just prefer this for my head. These have been so awesome for me, not just for working, but generally just traveling. Now, like when I'm on the plane, I put these on and I keep them on for the whole trip on noise cancelling, and it does wonders for me. I usually just listen to music, work, or sleep with the noise cancelling on, and while I'm traveling and stuff, this is a game changer because if you go to a cafe or if you go somewhere busy but you need to lock in and focus, then you can do that. Staying focused while working is definitely the key to success when it comes to working while traveling. I honestly think that the products that I just mentioned really help me focus and try to have more quality of work rather than quantity of work. Because while I'm traveling here, the last thing that I want to do is spend all day just working on stuff while I could be traveling or exploring or even just sitting outside. Because like today, for example, it's a beautiful day and I've spent majority of this morning already working and just doing stuff, but I've done quite a bit. And so now I think I deserve to take a little bit of a break and yeah, enjoy where I actually am, even though I did my work. guys been to Japan, then I'm sure you'd know, but it's very easy to eat a lot of food while you're over here because the food is just so good. So it's quite important to make sure that you're eating the right stuff while you're over here and not getting too much food in you. Now it's a rainy day, which is kind of perfect because I'm just going to spend the whole day editing inside. So what a great excuse to lock in and focus, huh? Come on. Itadakimasu. Gochitosama deshita. To consistently create high volume amounts of content, one of the biggest, changes for me was dedicating some time to brainstorming. And now I want to discuss how I do that with today's sponsor of the video, Milanote. So if you guys don't already know Milanote, it is my go-to when it comes to planning, organizing, and brainstorming for projects, even when collaborating with other people. And right now, it is my go-to when it comes for mapping out content ideas and organizing my schedule just the way that I'd like it. It'll be much easier to show you guys, so let's hop onto my Milanote board. So when I'm brainstorming for ideas, I like to use these visual dot point cards. Now these are awesome because you can expand them, you can add dot points to them, and then when you want to reduce the visual clutter, you can just minimize it and it looks great. Writing down your ideas like this and adding elements such as reference pictures, screenshots, maybe map locations of where you want to go, really give your ideas a life. And from here, it's easy to integrate that into your content schedule. And when I set this up, I create a different board for each different idea, and yeah, I can just drag and drop this all over the page, as well as open up the board and then flesh out my idea even further. Now, for example, I'm working on a top-down view. I want to call it a layout series. This series is very simple. It is essentially a top-down shot of a curated list of items that I want to showcase on an Instagram reel. Now, with this clear goal and reference images, all I have to do now is come up with content ideas to then create. Now, to further simplify my life, I've separated my YouTube boards from my Instagram boards, and when I'm done with this month's worth of content, I simply just drag and drop this into a separate board and put it into my archive. You may have noticed, but you can customize the icon for each board. This, I think, just gives each project its own unique characteristic, and I like it. Now, my favorite thing about Milanote is that it lives online, which means that I can not only access it from my laptop, but also my iPad and my phone. I particularly like using Milanote on my iPad. Because it lives online as well, it's easy to share and collaborate on ideas when working with other people, which I think is super important when it comes to pre-production. If you're more of a DIY, freestyle kind of person like me, then you can start off with a blank canvas. However, if you do like more structure, then Milanote offers over 100 different templates, from weekly plannings to storyboarding to full-on production. Milanote is essentially my digital brain, and I'm a visual thinker. I like to put ideas down onto pen or paper, or in this case, onto my online canvas. And if you want to do something similar as well, you can try Milanote out for free with no time limit. Just use the link in my description below. So I just spent the last hour and a half just working on creating some working systems. This instance, I created a set of PNG files of timestamps, dates, and the day of the week. And now these PNG files are something that I use in my videos all the time. Being able to just skip the step of creating that asset and having it already available for me to just drag and drop it onto my timeline while I'm editing is just gonna smoothen out the whole process of creating a video. Now, creating a video for me, that is the final goal when it comes to my editing work, and to get these videos out as quick as I am, because I create a video a week here on YouTube, maybe twice a week even. And then I also have client jobs on top of that. So really just like productivity is the key to being able to do a lot of this workload. These working systems, I think that's what you'd call it, is highly essential to keep productive with making these videos and stuff. It doesn't have to be videos, it can be anything really. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I've learned that this is a very valuable thing. Time is very limited, and especially while I'm traveling here in Japan, I don't want to be spending a lot of time editing. I want to spend quality time editing rather than quantity. That will make sure that I get my job done and I'll still have time to enjoy myself while I'm here, which I'm about to do because it's 6:30, it's getting a little bit late, and I think I'm going to have some dinner with my grandma, have a bath, and maybe wind down for the night. So, yeah.
アングルっていうのあれが上手だね。
Like man, create things. So all the attention on Steph. If you just cut, you will be rewarded. If he gets to love it. Defensive player of the month. Draymond defensive player of the month.
So we just finished up a little working session at Blue Bottle. It's a nice early morning here in the city. I think changing your working environment is actually really important when you're traveling. You're out here, you're in the city, you may as well enjoy the city, right? So coming to cafes or libraries or other areas while you're traveling and working from there, I think it's a good way to explore the city and really enjoy the surroundings. And I don't know, I love it. I mean, I love coffee, so he loves coffee. I mean, I was spending the last 2-3 days just grinding, working at home because of the weather. But now that it's sunny, you may as well come out, enjoy the weather, right?
Yeah.
Enjoy the city.
Better than have part day off rather than full day off is more productive. To half enjoy your day and half work rather than the full day resting.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. May as well do a little bit of work. Don't lose the momentum, people.
Never.
Anyway, what are we up to, bro?
I think we gotta meet up with other two creators from Australia, fellow Aussies.
The Aussie boys.
The Aussie boys.
We're in Shinjuku right now. We're gonna head to the park, Shinjuku. Shinjuku Gyoen. And maybe get some cool footage. The sun's setting. It's a beautiful day. Maybe it'll be softer lighting. I don't know. This is all the 16mm lens, by the way. I think this is the one, boys. This is the one.
It's a great lens, yeah.
Come on now.
Is that what I think? It looks
Come on now.
You put the film in it?
Yes?
Oh my god, look at that.
Shit, maybe this is gonna be my first photo.
Right here.
My new camera.
Right here. Oh my god.
1, 2. I said,
Oh.
Flashdown style.
Nice, man.
Sick.
Congratulations, bro.
thank you, bro.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so fire, bro.
Outfit of the day, we wearing the contact.
You wearing it?
Hey.
Wearing it, bro.
Front on. Side on.
All of your butt.
Really? Okay, my bad.
Back shot.
And the other side. That's what we're wearing today.
I think the best perk of like working outside, like going to the city, checking out some cafes and working, but it's the in-between moments where you get the chance to really just go for a walk. We're in the park right now, Shinjuku Gyoen. I've been here before, this first time. Chloe was getting some crazy shots right now, and yeah, generally it's an amazing walk. It's like sunset-ish. If I was home working, I wouldn't be able to experience this. I think just like in general, when you're traveling and you're working and you're trying to find a good balance, I think coming outside and exploring the city, trying to enjoy yourself, because at the end of the day, you're traveling and you should really try to soak in the vibes. I don't know, that's all I have to say. I'll give, this is Peace's camera, I'll give it back to him.